world of the Elder Gods, Haldrim. Kai and Carden are in Gatford after sailing there on a ship. And why am I talking like William Shatner?
Captain's Law.
Captain's Law. Kai and Carden, they sailed from Letty to Gatford, as they had a contract to defend a merchant ship, and they had to defeat some pirates. After arriving at Gatford, they managed to broker a deal to sell the ship, but not before Carden almost completely destroyed the group's reputation with his bickering. They then went and stayed at the guild hall for the night, and they heard a bit about the area around them. Feathergate's a farming community that has had some raiding problems. Mana Watch, they're a city on a lake, and Slither Springs, a circle of druids who, rather than working with life or plants and shit, they work with rocks. And that's where we pick it up. At the dawn of the next day. So the two of you wake up in the... sometimes I forget that I'm in charge of moving things. So the two of you wake up in the guild hall bunkhouse. You see a few individuals, a few parties, getting ready for the adventuring day. It's about 7 in the morning. There's quite a few individuals already ready and leaving the hall. But the two of you are still in bed. And I think... Oh, yeah, it was... what is his name? Larry. Larry was your previous summon. So Larry is currently up in the rafters taking a little nap.
Perfect.
I will awaken.
All right, make a con check.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Very well. I awaken. I, through bleary eyes, walk around the bunkhouse. And then I get up. And I go to the nearest bathroom to take a fat fucking morning piss.
All right, it's not too far. It's down the hall, and then there's another hall, and then there's a door you go through, and that's the women's washroom. You turn around, and you go across the hall to the men's. You can tell the difference because there are bucket urinals for the men's.
Very well. He will take said fat piss and not wash his hands.
Actually, roll a Constitution saving throw just for fun. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're fine. On a 1, I was going to give you a minor kidney stone.
Oh, no.
Enough to where you could pass it, but it would suck.
Unfortunate.
Hold on. Just had a question for Dylan, quick. If that's okay.
We literally just started.
Fuck.
No, ask your
Dylan,
question.
What's your schedule like on Saturday?
Saturday? I'm free.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Except
free.
for Saturday night.
Right, except for Saturday night. I'm free.
Okay, what about Friday?
Free except for Friday night.
Okay. That's all. Because I was gonna set up the Saturday midday for the quest.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
Okay. So,
Yeah, just hit me up with the details once you have it all worked out.
yep. You'll get pinged.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so he will not wash his hands, and he will head back into the bunk area and just like shake Cardin awake.
Oh.
A little light shaking. Get up, dude.
Oh God, what time is it?
He'll like
Uh,
his
Larry flutters down, and with his mimicry, will go 7 a.m. Which you've heard his voice enough with mimicry to understand that meant 7 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Though you get the feeling he was mimicking some gruff sounding individual that he must have overheard this morning.
Well, a little early, isn't it?
well, you know, like early bird catches the worm and all that.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
No, it's a saying for about how it's good to get up early because if you don't, then you don't get food.
Larry points at Kai and then like looks at you, Cardin, and nods his head.
Why would he do that?
With your experience with Larry, that's him saying like, yeah, that's a saying. I know that saying. I've used that saying.
I just look at Larry, give him a nod, like, all right then. What do you what's on the docket for today? What are we doing?
Well, what I forgot. What day's your date again? Is that today or is that tomorrow?
I feel like I said 2 days.
Yeah,
So,
you gave her 2 days.
right. So then it would be.
It was
tomorrow.
enough time for you to like go somewhere in nearby in Gatford and then come back.
Okay, so it's still tomorrow then.
It'd be tomorrow because you told her yesterday 2 days. So
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you want to, uh, we could just kind of bum around here for a day. Or the closest places from like my reckoning would be like Mount Watch or Slither Spring, but I don't remember if there were any like quests on the board for Mount
You
Watch.
distinctly remember the individual at the desk saying that there were no quests available currently, but there were rumors of stuff happening in Slither Springs and Feathergate.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I want to start a quest until I see how this goes tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right, no, yeah, it's fair. Well, I guess I can. I mean, I guess I could do some like shopping or something.
Totally up to you. I'll come with you if you want.
Yeah, we could do that. Gives Kai's gonna give Cardin like a look up and down real quick. Would you say that he looks like presentable?
Presentable in what way?
Like
Like you're going to a fancy dinner presentable, or you're going to be making a criminal deal presentable?
no, like nice enough for like a date tomorrow. Like if he just sticks with whatever he's currently wearing, like does it look nice for a date?
Well, that's up to Tom. How does Cardin look?
You know, he looks like a bird.
I meant like
Roll for
more
bird.
clothing wise, I guess. Like does he keep himself like well groomed or does he need
Oh
like
yeah, for sure. He likes to keep his feathers like nice and You're soft looking. You know what I mean?
Okay, so like you're like giving yourself like bird baths all the time.
I would say so.
Okay, all right, but like clothing wise, like what does he wear clothing wise?
Probably,
I don't think.
probably wearing his ranger armor right now.
Yeah, just his armor.
Okay, so like, but does he have like
Aarakocra don't
armor
really need to
clothes?
wear too much clothes since they're covered in feathers.
Right. But I mean, like, that doesn't mean that you can't. Like, I don't see them to be like pants kind of people, but definitely they could wear armor and cloaks.
Usually it needs to be specially made because of their wings.
Well, for the cloaks.
Well, not the cloaks, the shirts, armor, stuff like that.
Right. Oh, I got an idea. He'll go like, oh, we could get you like one of those, oh my God, whatever the fuck they're called, like a vest or like yeah, like a nice vest, like this, like that Matthew Hans Mercer guy.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, we'll get you like one of those nice, like fancy looking vests, as that way you look a little bit more presentable and you can wear that on the date instead of just like, armor. I'm like, yeah, like your job is adventure, but you know, like I don't know, like car salesmen don't go home and look like car salesmen.
What's a car?
Cart. You said cart.
Yeah, cart
Oh
salesmen don't. Yep, I definitely said cart. Uh,
no, he. Yeah, I'm about to say no, he didn't.
no, I didn't. Um, but yeah.
All right. I guess I'll follow your lead then.
Yeah, toots, bro. I'm like the best wingman.
Larry
Okay.
gives you a nod.
Like,
You've
all right, let's
you've been
go.
spending some time with his pets, and you think you understand that means like he appreciates the pun.
All right. Let's get breakfast, bro. Ham.
All right.
All right. Opposite end of the hall from where you went to go to the bathroom. Still in the same building though. You head over to the dining hall, and it is a buffet like style breakfast currently.
Nice.
There is a special little section for halflings though, and it looks like it's constantly being um, restocked as halflings are coming in like a almost like a rhythm, it seems. And you think back to the halfling from yesterday who was giving you a bit too much info about his life. Um, uh, as the oh yeah, that definitely is the eight. That's probably about the fifth breakfast.
Oh my god. The mini breakfasts of halflings. I'll just get like something normal. I don't know, like some oatmeal and like some fruit maybe.
There is fish bacon, as Gatford is a big fishing town in the river.
Ooh, fish bacon.
It's like normal pig bacon, but instead of pork, it's fish.
Maybe fish bacon and oatmeal. Yeah. Yeah, he'll eat that. Grab some, go back to the table, start munching. Ow.
Larry flutters up to the banquet, not the banquet, the buffet table, and rings a little bell. Excuse me. There's like a little tabletop bell that he rings. He taps his beak on it and it rings. And out comes a little halfling server with a little like he looks at Larry and then is like, "Oh, I understand." He goes back into the kitchen, comes back with a little bowl of seeds, and Larry then flies from the buffet table over to where you are sitting, and the halfling brings over the little plate of seeds, and then Larry starts going to town.
Just
Dig in, buddy.
As you say that, Larry actually like pauses for a moment, looks at you with a, "What do you think I'm doing?" And he goes back to pecking.
soon.
Peck, peck, peck,
Oh, it's rapid, man.
peck, 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 peck.
Peck.
Gardner, you getting anything to eat?
What do they got?
Well, there's the standard stuff. There's fish bacon. There's oatmeal. There is eggs. Although not chicken eggs. It appears to be some sort of larger creature. Maybe. Actually, you're not. Make a survival check.
All right. At advantage.
Why is your survival at advantage?
Because Cardin is very survival.
Do you have a feature that gives you advantage at survival?
No.
No, then regular.
Fool.
I better give you disadvantage for even suggesting that.
Fool.
Oh shit.
We take those.
Write that down. Write that down. It's actually wyvern eggs. You recognize the yolk. It is very much not avian. It's reptilian, and then you realize the size of it. That is from a wyvern.
Oh. We eat those.
We eat. Shut up.
I will go. I'll have the wyvern egg.
The halfling that is just like in the middle of like restocking the halfling breakfast looks at you, is like, it's a buffet. Just take what you want.
Okay.
Okay.
He goes and takes the wyvern egg.
Right. And you see, as you do that, you also see the halfling set down a few plates and then like immediately scoop up some of the food from the halfling breakfast and run into the kitchen to go eat himself.
Bro, which breakfast is this?
It's still fifth breakfast. Or it might have been fourth. I don't remember. I forget which one is at 7 a.m.
Oh my god.
Just fifth breakfast, huh?
It's either fourth or fifth. I don't remember. It's one of the breakfasts.
It's a breakfast.
Well, excuse me. Tell you what. Can I like? How big is this egg? Like, is it big?
Well, say it's like it would be like the equivalent of like 3 chicken eggs.
Okay. So like, what are those things that people use to like crack open eggs?
A spoon?
No, like there's actually like a tool. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I don't really eat like a normal person. Let me look this up.
I don't eat like a normal person.
It's complicated. Egg breaking
Cool.
tool. No, I don't want a thing off Amazon. What's it fucking called?
It's called green eggs and ham.
Oh my god. Erishilesnin Sol Bruchestil in
Are you speaking
Verruchar.
fucking tongues?
It's German.
Oh my god, that is what it's called. Holy fuck!
It's a compound word. It's made up of 1, 2, 3. 3 different words, which I imagine they themselves are made up of other words. It literally means eggshell predetermined breaking point cause.
Ah, Eierschalen soll Bruchstellen verbuschen,
Yep, there you go.
That's a mouthful, bro.
Yeah, they say all of that in one breath with no spaces.
It's like, could I have a spoon, please? No, we don't have spoons. We have that.
We have eldritch horror coming out of my mouth.
Eierschalen soll Bruchstellen verbuschen. Yeah, sure. Whatever the fuck.
I had no
you
idea
wanna call it.
it had such a name. That's ridiculous.
I bet you didn't even know that even existed.
I knew there were tools for it. I didn't know it had such a name.
I mean, in terms of hard-boiled eggs, I mean, you could just like do it by hand or a spoon, yeah. But the easiest way is just to put them in water.
Right. Monkey.
But that's a big egg. Wait, are you eating it hard-boiled or are you eating it raw?
It's not hard boiled. It looks like it was the top's been taken off actually, because that's how he was able to see the yolk. But the part of it was like half of it was scrambled and then put back into the egg, and then the rest of it was like a sunny side up kind of cook, and then put on top of the scrambled in the egg.
Right.
I mean, if he gets it, he gets it. I was entirely confused by that, but it's all good.
So you cut the top off the egg,
Right.
you dump the contents out,
Yep.
you scramble like half of it, and then the other half you cook like a normal, like a sunny side up. You dump the scrambled egg into the egg, and then you put the sunny side up egg on top of the scrambled in the egg.
Oh, in the egg shell.
In the eggshell, yes.
Okay. But you do realize that sunny side up requires an intact yolk, and scrambled requires a not intact yolk. So are there multiple yolks to a wyvern egg, or is there only the one massive yolk?
It's like multiple. I don't know if this is actually canon, but like in my world, it will be. There's multiple yolks that feed a single embryo, and that's what they use.
Okay. All right. Okay, I understand now. I have a clear picture in my mind. An egg within an egg within an egg. Got it. No. That's a lot of eggs there, buddy.
I
Or
really think so.
a lot of egg. I mean, I'm a dwarf. I could eat a lot, but like, fuck.
I mean, like, I guess. He takes the first bite. How is food?
It is. Actually, what is the culinary history of Carden? Like, what kind of food does he like to eat?
So, he was never really like a worms and like, seed kind of like he likes sunflower seeds and he likes pumpkin seeds that are like spiced, you know what I mean, where they
Yeah,
put like the seasoning on it. Yeah. So he likes those. He doesn't like the other seeds though, like the generic seeds that like regular birds
the
eat.
stuff that Larry's eating right now.
Right. He's actually somewhat of, I guess you could say, an omnivore. Like he'll eat basically anything.
All right. Yeah. Well, you've eaten eggs of other birds before, either raw or cooked. Not Aarakocra, of course, but like smaller, non-humanoid birds.
Yeah.
It's actually similar but very different at the same time. Like partly because of the way it's prepared. Like it's a specific style that it's been prepared in. But just the way it tastes and kind of goes down, it is. I don't know how to describe it. It's very delicious, and it's something that a fiendish Chef Ramsay would shed a tear for.
Oh, okay.
How do you keep getting quieter, Tom? I turned you up.
Did I actually get quieter?
Yes.
Oh. Hold on. Better?
You sounded the same between those two. It's like, hold
really?
on. Yep. You said, hold on, and then you paused, and then you said better, and they were both the same volume.
Were they actually? That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
It's like in Family Guy when Jafar goes to get glasses, and it's like number 1 or number 2, number 1 or number 2. Honestly, they're both looking pretty much the same to me, but I'm gonna say number 2. Okay. Number 3 or number 4? Nah, but sorry.
Hold on. Let me
No, I got it set to a volume that it should be fine, unless like somehow you just get even quieter.
Bro, my mic is right in front of my mouth.
I have you at like 130%.
That's crazy.
Chef Ramsay is powerful.
Let me leave and do it back. Any better?
It's exactly the same.
It's about the
You
same.
hate to see it.
But I can hear you well enough.
Yeah. Now that I have you cranked, it's better. But like, I don't know what.
Crank that soldier boy.
But anyways, yeah, the wyvern shit's good.
Oh, the wyvern shit.
That's a delicacy in Orange Key.
So you said like it tastes familiar, but at the same time it doesn't.
In the sense, like reptiles and avians are closely related. So like
Right.
there are elements of it that you can recognize, having eaten so many eggs in your life, both raw and cooked. There's elements that you like that does taste a bit like a robin egg, and then there's bits where you're like, that is completely foreign.
Right.
Majority of it is foreign though.
That's a foreign. All right. He proceeds to devour the entire thing.
Shell too.
If I try some of the shell, do you want me to make a con save?
I think you can digest the shell because, like, you're a bird. It's not a problem for you.
Yeah, with how big your gullet is, I'm pretty sure you've eaten a few bird eggs whole. If you break this apart, you would be able to eat it just fine. It would be a bit crunchy.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We eat the shell.
All right, it's not smooth like other bird eggs. It's more rough, but you're getting your daily intake of calcium.
Is there salt on the table?
Not currently. You actually see like a little bit of a salt pile, not salt pile, but like a little bit of dusting of salt in the middle of the table where a salt shaker would have been kept. And you look around and you actually see one table with 2 shakers of salt, one on either on opposite ends of the table. Like there were 2 groups there, and one group snatched the salt shaker from your table and brought it over to theirs.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the table where the second salt shaker is. Are there people here?
No, it's empty. The people who were eating there must have left already.
All right, I take the one salt shaker. That's just closest to me.
All right, make a dex save.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh god, but say.
I love just doing that. I probably do that a bit too much, but honestly, it's hilarious to me.
was about to say, oh my god, it's a trap, Admiral Akbar.
Yeah, they put a glyph of warding on it. You take 14d6 fire damage.
Oh my god. Okay, I go back over and I just pour. I kind of like smash the fucking shell to where it's in like pieces, and I start just
You
like
see a few
every
bits fly off.
perfect. So like I take a few of them, I sprinkle some salt on them, and then I eat right in front of Kai.
Roll a d100.
Okay. D100.
Slightly too much salt.
Okay. So that was just the first like spoonful. On the next one, I just go a little bit less in the salt.
All right.
Then I consume again right in front of Kai.
Then I consume.
What's Kai thinking of me eating the shell?
He's just kind of like, he's looking at you. He's not like disgusted or anything, but he is giving you a little bit of a weird look.
He sees that Kai is looking at him, and he puts the spoon towards him to like offer a spoonful.
I'm good, bro.
Suit yourself. And then like he puts that exact same amount of salt and consumes again.
Kai, actually, you remember from your days on sea, there were a few times where it was a little rough getting some food to eat, and you had to eat a seagull egg, and because you just needed more nutrients, you also ate the shell, and it did not agree with you.
No.
It also took a few weeks to pass.
Oh,
You couldn't digest it.
hurt. That must have hurt.
Oh.
I mean, it didn't come out in like huge pieces. Like whenever you took a dump, you could look down at his stool and see there was little flakes of egg in it.
Well, he just takes like the rest of it and just like fucking consumes all of it at once. And actually, you know what? He takes a little spoonful and goes over to Larry.
Larry kind of like looks at the spoon, looks at you, looks at the spoon, looks at you, looks at the spoon, looks at you, looks at the spoon, takes like the smallest piece from it, and then does that like when a seagull's eating a French fry.
Yeah.
He does that, where like he flips his head up to get it down his throat, and once it's down, he like kind of levels his head out and just like tilts his head. It's like shakes his beak and then goes back to eating the seeds.
He didn't like it.
No, it was you don't know why, but he for some reason he didn't enjoy it.
Huh. Okay, no problem. I finish it and then I go, all right, Carden, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Alright, so here was like my idea. We'll do a little bit of shopping today. Maybe get you something nice to wear for your date. Right? Maybe I don't know, like you just going for coffee?
Yeah, I think that's what we talked about.
Alright, well like what kind of message you trying to like send here? Like you trying to just like go in there normal and look nice? Or are you like trying to go in there and like like court this lady?
Well, she does have a daughter, I believe. That's right. There's
Yep.
a daughter. Yeah. I
2 years
believe,
old.
she has a 2-year-old daughter, and
Which actually closer to like 1 year old, but close to 2.
so that would be like
I mean, they're only they're Arakakra are adults at age 3, so
So she's like a teenager.
Close, preteen.
Preteen? Okay, so she's a preteen. And we don't know if the father's like out of the picture or not. But I mean, like, if I'm being honest, if she's letting me take her out to coffee, I'm gonna say that no, the father's probably not in the picture. Um, so honestly, like, I know that she has a daughter. You know, she was very welcoming to going out for coffee. Maybe it's because we're the same race and like not a lot of us are around here, or maybe like the father is just not in the the picture. You know what I mean?
Right, right, okay. Um, so I mean, yeah, I mean, like you could just go into a normal, or like maybe we could get her like a little, get her a little gift. Like nothing crazy, just like just a little something,
Well, I think a gift might be
Maybe.
pushing it a little bit on the first like meeting. You know what I mean?
Right, 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 right. So maybe on the next one. So yeah, we'll just get you looking spiffy. Maybe get you like a talon polish or something, and like get you like a little vest or something, or like a nice shirt.
All right. Well, I'm fine with that. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, depending on how this goes, like, if it goes good, I'll definitely pay for the meal and the coffee. But like, if it goes bad and like shit happens, we're both going half. You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah, totes. I understand that. I guess like my other thing would be like, um, no, yeah, that'd be it. I mean, other than that, I'm just gonna do like some regular shopping. So
All right. Um. Oh fuck! I guess I'll just come with you then. Lead the way,
God, stop
buddy.
yawning. You're making me yawn.
I know, bro. It's we started late, bro. I'm sorry.
Um,
I have to lubricate my voice.
we'll just go start looking for like a clothing shop.
All right. You're kind of in like the harbor district. There's not too many stores around here. The Adventuring Guild was put in this district because it's close to where a lot of the travelers come in and out of Gatford. The shopping district is actually, if you zoom in on the little map token I have for Gatford, the kind of it's super blurry at this resolution, but it has like multiple levels. At the very top of it, like it, as you get further away from the harbor, it starts being built up artificially. So it's not like it's been built on a hill, but like the whole thing is an artificial building with patches of like greenery, like where they've brought soil up to plant trees and shit. But on up a few levels and around the side of it, you find a clothing store of some repute.
Very good.
Okay. So I guess we'll walk on in there.
All right, you walk in, and inside you hear in the voice, in a voice you recognize. My name is Choo Choo, and this is my favorite store in Gatford. That was one of the kobolds' voices from three kobolds and a kenku, but it was Choo Choo saying it.
You mean Cheap Cheap?
Oh, Cheap, yeah.
Yeah, it's Cheap Cheap. The kobolds are Tally, Mally, and Bally.
Yeah. I got Cheap and Choo Choo confused. Choo Choo was a kenku I played for like half a session.
Oh.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a. It's like, my name is Cheap Cheap, and this is my favorite store in Gatford.
Oh my god. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
You don't see where the. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm helping him.
All right, do it at advantage. I said advantage, bitch.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. Looking around, you actually see like a little, almost like a little mounted bird head above the door that had its mouth open but then closed. You have some experience with magic. You think it's a magic mouth spell.
Ah, cool. That's totally tubular. He'll walk up to the counter.
All right. There's no one currently at the counter, but there is a little bell that you can ring.
I go, ding ding.
You hear like a crash in the back. Just like a fuck, and then like rustling, and it's like grumbling from like behind a curtain, and after a little bit, a shit, I had a race in mind. I forgot what it was. A GIF actually.
Oh no.
A GIF comes out. A GIF woman lumbering out of the back. It's like, oh man, that was sorry about that. I was working on some clothing, and the bell startled me, and I accidentally pulled everything down from the shelf back there, and I'm gonna have to clean that up later. But how can I help you? The voice is oddly not as low pitched as you expected it to be from such a large creature.
Right. So my buddy here, Carden, he's got like a nice little event that he's going to.
Ooh, what kind of event? Child's recital, a opera. I know there's one coming up next week. A fancy dinner, a meeting with the king of Gatford. Well, not the king. Meeting with the that was a misspeak on my part. Meeting with the council of Gatford. Actually, I should probably just let you answer instead of just rattling off different possibilities.
It's a date.
Oh, a date. What kind of date? Is it a fancy dinner, or is it?
They're
It-
going for coffee, but I thought maybe he should have something to wear besides just his regular like adventuring armor.
Ah, I see. Excuse me. What? She looks at you, Carden. Oh, just in case you don't know, Tom. A GIF or a GIF,
Yeah.
depending on which GIF or GIF you ask. It's a very debated topic. A GIF is a hippo person,
Oh, okay.
and they're big.
Are they?
Yeah, it almost gives Ed a run for his money.
Really?
It's like the hippo lady in Moon Knight. Just without Egyptian clothing.
Yeah, it looks more not Celtic, but Northern England styles.
Just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. They're like safari. They're like fucking Nigel Thornberry safari looking motherfuckers.
Smashing.
Yeah, literally. It's like smashing.
Oh, let me all. Oh.
Let me stop it, Rod.
But anyways, yeah, she looks at you, Carden, and is like, are you're the friend, right? What's your name?
Burden.
Mr. Carden. If you could step over here, please. She gestures over to like where there's like a little platform for you to stand on, and then there's like some mirrors to one side, like like a stereotypical fitting fitting room where like you go to like have a suit measured or something.
Yeah, I step.
All right. Then she taps the side of the little platform you're standing on with her foot, and out comes it launches out of the corner of the little platform a long rod that goes to about where when you're standing up straight. Actually, it matches the top of your head's height as you like shift around. So like if you're not standing up straight, it sinks down, and then when you stand up straight, or when you force yourself to be taller, it goes higher. And then she just says, if you could just stand at your comfortable normal height, don't slouch, don't stretch.
Okay.
And then it once you get into a good position, after a few seconds, it goes ding, and then retracts down, and then a different corner, out comes a little another rod, not nearly as tall, and it comes up in front of the gift woman, and out slides a little piece of paper, and then she takes it and is like, "Oh, okay, so that's your height." Let me also measure the other aspects of you. Could you extend your arms, please?
Okay.
She kicks the thing again, and then similar, a rod comes out from behind you in the middle of the platform, and then it goes up well past your head, and then it splits in half to go to either wingtip. And then after a few seconds, it ding again, and then it does the same thing. And you repeat this process until she gets all the measurements she wants. Finally, he's like, "All right, Mr. Carden, that should be good. You may step down. You can actually go have a seat if you so wish. It's probably a good idea to go take some, get some looks at some clothing styles that you would like. If you come this way," she gestures to like one of the aisles in the store. There's a few different styles. There's like there's pure Celtic. Just prior to like England taking over Scotland. There is pompous British style. There is there's almost like a German style. There is a stereotypical medieval peasant style that still looks fancy. And then finally there's actually, you're not sure what kind of style this is. It seems odd. There's some shirts with like some kind of designs on the front. There's one with a oh shit. There's one with like an Aarakocra winking at the observer from the outside of the shirt. It's graphic tees, basically.
Okay. What's closest to like Eric Cochran style?
Do you ask her that? Or no? What there's like specific styles for Aarakocra specifically. Like you can get other styles custom worked to fit you because the nature of your wings, but standard Aarakocra attire is usually specifically designed to accommodate the wings of an Aarakocra.
Okay, do you have anything that like usually? I don't know. Have you ever given anything to an Eric Cochran before?
Oh, I mean, there's only been I've only seen a few Aarakocra in the city before. I don't have much. Let me just run into the back real quick and grab what I have. She turns around, runs behind the curtain, and then you hear a loud crash. You hear another "fuck," and more rustling and grumbling, and then finally, after a bit, she comes back out. It's like, sorry, I tripped over the mess that I made earlier. Anyways, here's the style. She lays out the Aarakocra style, which is I don't know how to describe how would you describe an Aarakocra outfit?
I don't know, something that like is aerodynamic for the Aarakocra, but also looks nice.
All right. There's one outfit that is almost. It looks aerodynamic, but then you also see like tassels on it, like a Western outfit. That it looks more like it's like the first show than anything, rather than like actual you're going places. There's another outfit where it's very very aerodynamic. There's not too much material to it. It mostly is something that kind of goes down the edges of your wings, and like actually has like a little strap to like secure it to your arm without impeding the feathers too much. It works like a normal kind of buttoned up shirt, but as it goes lower down on your torso, it actually splits open and curves around to the back of the torso, and it has like they're stitching in it to make it so like it doesn't flutter in the wind as you're flying through the air.
Right.
There's another where it's looks like it's meant to be worn with armor. It's not super showy. It's not super impressive or anything. It's just like a standard clothing that you would wear under your armor. And then finally, there's Aarakocran pajamas.
I don't think I'm gonna wear the pajama, but does any of them have like insignias on them that look like really fucking cool?
No, they're all plain. But if you could probably ask her to have one added.
How long would that? Let me ask her. Do you have like any of these that have like an insignia that you could possibly add on them?
Oh, well, with these, I can add insignia on them. But if you're asking for one that already has one, these are actually all the Aarakocra clothing I have currently. You probably have noticed there's very, very few Aarakocra in Gatford. In fact, you're the first one I've seen in. She thinks for a moment. 3 months.
Oh, jeez. All right. Do I have anything on me that has like an insignia? I have a trophy.
What's your? There might be an insignia on the trophy of like the
Just
hunting guild that you
Yeah.
took part in or whatever.
Yeah. So the hunting guild. Which one was that?
Oh, I was just like it's a what's the trophy? Actually, let me look at your inventory. Hold
It's
on.
a trophy from an animal that I hunted.
Oh, it's from an animal you hunted. Oh, I thought like it was a trophy, not like it's a it's the head of an animal or it's a tusk or something like that. What's in your inventory?
Crowbar.
Well, you do have a little you are a member of the Adventurers Guild, so you could have it wouldn't be out of place for you to have that sewn on. You could have your Aarakocra family's crest added on if there is
I
one.
could do that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, your Aarakocra family crest. It
Yes.
is. All right. All right. Would you mind just quickly sketching it for me so I would be able to work with it?
Sure, he just starts like drawing.
All right. You don't need to make a check. It's your family crest. You should be good at this. You managed to sketch it. It's not perfect, but it's really good. You say, "Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, I should be able to have this ready by this afternoon.
Perfect. How much do I owe you?
Let me look at the price of clothes. About 8 gold pieces.
Do I have 8 gold pieces?
You
I definitely
should.
do. Yeah, I have 1,500. So, here you go, and I just hand her the gold.
Thank you. Actually, no. Why are you paying me now? You can pay when you pick it up, and you're satisfied with the
Okay.
product.
Okay, no problem then.
I mean, unless you
Back.
want to pay now.
No, I mean, yeah, I guess we can wait and see how it turns out, and kind of did that to yourself.
I'm not complaining. Like, my standard procedure is to wait until the project's done, unless it's a super big project. Then usually I have a deposit up front, and then later. But since this is just a small crest, it's not a huge deal. Actually, where on the outfit do you want it? Do you want it on the chest or on the back?
Can I have it? Because like the armor would be like over the back, right?
You wear light armor, right?
Yeah.
Just want to quickly check what kind of
Do
light
I
armor.
wear light armor?
Studded leather. Yeah, you wear studded.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about putting it like right above the breast.
That part with studded leather wouldn't be exposed.
Wouldn't be. Where is it exposed in the studded leather?
Probably like,
Like dead center, like my chest.
like, like if you were to put your hands on your chest, that point where your two clavicles kind of
Yeah,
end.
the collarbone.
Yeah, the collarbone, and then, like, that soft area under your Adam's
Yeah, yeah,
apple.
yeah.
That's about where there'd be an opening.
I would put it there then.
All right. Yeah. All right. I can put it there. All right. Yeah, it should be ready around 2 p.m. this afternoon.
Perfect. We'll be back at 2 p.m. then.
And she nods and like takes the clothes and like runs to the back, and you hear another crash. She's like, "Fuck!"
Oh my god.
And you're alone in the store now.
All right. Well, we'll see you then.
You get the feeling she didn't hear you.
No problem.
She's just in the back.
Let's go, Kai.
All right.
As you leave, you hear, "My name is Cheap Cheap," and there's because
Shut up,
you're
Cheap.
leaving the building.
Alrighty. So,
Yes.
Ignore that.
fuck, I can't even remember. I had an idea of like what he was gonna go look for, but now I can't remember what it was.
Can't help you there.
No, I know. Carden, is there anything that you think that like you could use? You know, like just going forward and like our future adventures and stuff.
Do you have a?
I don't know. I could probably get another pet.
Larry just
sure.
kind of like folds his wings in front of him.
Is he upset?
He has a disapproving look as he sits on your shoulder.
I just look at him like, fine, we don't need another pet. Well, I do have my robe. That's fine.
Your bow is not magic. I've given you multiple opportunities for magic for taking a magic weapon. You haven't taken a magic bow yet.
Oh, maybe I should go to a weaponsmith.
All right, yeah.
Not a weaponsmith, a enchanter. There's a few arcane shops like that around the city.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Right, there's one not actually too far. It's stylized to look like a wizard's tower, although it's like only 2 stories tall, with a turret on top. Not like a turret, pew pew turret, but like the
Yeah, like
architecture turret.
like the parapets or whatever.
Yeah. You head inside and kind of reading a book at the counter is a kind of a nondescript individual. Like they don't have any facial features. It's just this kind of silvery essence that's just kind of almost liquid in a way. That's just there. They don't have a nose. They don't have any eyes. They don't have a mouth. It just is that silver through their head, and then they have clothes. But then you also see their hands are like that too. But they're busy looking at a book.
Huh. Weird. He'll walk up to the counter. Hey, so like,
They jump, and in a kind of like it's emanating from all over their body, not like a specific point on them, like sound would from a mouth. It's like they're speaking, like they have a mouth all over their body, basically. And you hear like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you come in." It seems to echo through the shop, and then they shift. You see a nose form and eyes, and they grow a beard, and then they actually shrink down a little bit as they start to grow these features, and their skin changes from silver to kind of more like dwarves that you've seen around Menhestia, and after like not even 6 seconds, you're looking at a regular dwarf. Is this better?
Sure.
Only not offensive. Usually people are weirded out when I'm just my normal self, but usually when I take the form that the customer is, they usually warm up quite quickly. So, although there has been some instances where they've looked at me and they're like, "Whoa, dude, that ain't cool," and so I had to go to a different form. But yeah. How can I help you today?
So, I was just looking for like, general like spell components and stuff.
Spell components. Oh yeah, I got shit like that. It's stuff over there. If the more expensive stuff, you'll have to ask for, of course. But the cheaper stuff, like if you need incense that is worth only like 5 gold pieces or some shit like that.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny that you say that. I need 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
It's more
But
French
yeah.
than he sounds. What spell is that for?
Find familiar.
You don't need components with Find Familiar that you do. You just expend
Yep.
use of your wild shape.
Oh my god, you're right. Damn.
I'm just gonna.
It also makes it, because you're doing it that way, it's temporary. So it's not a permanent thing like Andromeda. It lasts for, I think, the same amount of time your wild shape would.
How long does my wild shape last?
Depends on your level. I think currently it's an hour right now.
I'm trying to read it.
You stay in a B shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So yeah, half your druid level you have the familiar for.
Ah, so dose hours. Okay. So then what else could I could probably get like some other spell component. Oh, I know what I'll do that we probably don't have. Oh, we do have one of those. Do you have like spell scrolls?
Oh yes, of course. I have some spell scrolls that you could have. What are you looking for?
How much would a scroll of revivify cost?
Oh, a scroll of revivify. I see. Oh, okay. Let me I just reach under the desk real quick and grab one. Not too many people ask for these, but let me see. I need to pull up that little spreadsheet you gave me, Dylan. Actually, that should be the price of a wondrous item scroll. Uh, 15 times 3 divided by 2. About 25 gold pieces.
25?
No, 125.
125. Got you. Alright, yeah, he'll hand that over.
How many do you want? Do you just want the one or several?
Yeah, just the one for
All
now.
right, here you go. You have one scroll of Revivify you can add to your sheet if you so wish. I take it that you're guild members, so if you keep track of your items on the little sheets that they provide you, you can put it on that. If not, you can just remember it with your own fucking memory, like normal people do.
Right. Yeah, that whole sheet business is weird.
Like they even do like stats for you. Like that shit's wild, yo. I just one time I actually just for fun I signed up for just to have my stats done, and apparently my con is like was like at the time it was like a 2. So I quit the guild and I immediately went to see a doctor, and turns out I had in one of the forms I assumed I accidentally gave myself cancer. So thankfully that was able to be removed because of my malleable self. But yeah, don't fuck around with shit like that.
He's just kind of like standing there with like his mouth agape, like what the fuck?
Oh, are you confused as to what I am?
More confused as to how you accidentally gave yourself cancer.
Well, it was at a time when I would actually transform into the person that actually came in. I guess this individual had cancer, and when my people we replicate someone, we do it perfectly. It's like we can get their vocal cords as well. And I mean, the accents, that's more practice than anything, but the voice is perfect. So this individual must have had some sort of cancer that I also copied, and that really sucked for a while. Because, even though changelings, we can change at any time, once you make that cancer cell, that shit's permanent until it's removed.
Well, shit.
Although, thankfully, it's much easier to remove it from a changeling than it is a normal person, if you pardon my my Elvish.
Right.
Is there anything else you're looking for?
No, that's it. Uh,
Mr. Bird, are you looking for
Karen?
anything?
Mr. Bird. Yeah. I was actually looking to see if you could help me out and
Hey, that's what I do.
Nico, let me finish. Upgrade my
He
longbow.
taps a sign behind him that says no slurs. Please.
No way. Literally no way.
You
How would he
know,
know what that word means?
it's an orc word. It is not very kind.
Blasphemy. Okay. I just need you to upgrade my bow.
All right, you mind just plunking that baby down on the counter?
Sure. Is there a way you can upgrade my talons?
Unfortunately, no. That is something you gotta develop yourself, or I don't know, some shit. Like monks, they just sometimes, like after a point of their training, they get like magic fists. That shit's crazy, yo. I can't do shit like that. I can't enchant people's hands. I can't enchant claws, but I can enchant weapons. So maybe if you want to get like, I don't know, like little sleeves for your talons, I could enchant those. But otherwise, sorry, I can't help you, bud.
Alright, well, I guess my next question would be, can you do my whip?
I can do that too. It entirely depends what you want it enchanted with, of course. Although, actually, if you're asking for it to be upgraded, are you asking for it like arcane upgrade or like a physical upgrade? Because I don't do the physical.
We can do the arcane.
All right, arcane it is. That's all I can do. I mean, even divine, arcane divine, basically the same shit here.
Right.
At least it is, because I got a little rock from one of the gods as a gift for performing a favor for Garnell. It's the only way I can do divine enchantments on items without having actual divine magic at my disposal.
I see.
Do you want radiant, necrotic? Do you want your energies to explode? I can make shit happen, man.
Do you have psychic?
I could. Hold on. He pulls out a little book, starts flipping through it. I mean, what do you want the bow to do? Do you want it to do like a additional? Hold on, I need to. He pulls out another pamphlet, and like looks at. Okay. All right. Let me. All right. Now I understand. Okay. Yep. So that's how the guild phrases it. So do you want it to do like an additional die of damage of an elemental type, or do you want it to be like a +1 to hit, or like what kind of bow do you fucking want?
Additional damage.
Additional damage. All right. All right. How much money are you willing to spend on this? Because because the gold is like directly, not directly, but About half the gold actually is used to fuel the enchantment. Um, don't ask how. I don't exactly know why. It just is. So when I ask for a price, really, I'm only making half of the money you give me. Unless I'm
gold.
bumping up the price a little, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna do. I don't do that. Just so you know.
10 gold.
10 gold. That will get you 1d 0.001 die of extra damage.
Well, it actually.
I mean, it might. I don't know. I've never done something that weak before. I mean, it might actually just like give people a minor headache. That's it. Like it might not even work actually. So honestly, 10 gold. That's nothing. That won't work. You know what? I'm just going to put my foot down. No, it does not work. In fact, I'm going to make myself another foot, and I'm going to put that one down too. You hear like another clump come from where he's standing.
My God. Okay. All right. 100 gold.
I mean, that'll do a D4.
200 gold.
Actually, no, not 100 gold. I mean, okay, so say you want do an extra D4 damage. That will be about 500 gold. If you want more, then of course, for every amount you increase. So if you want 2d4, then it will do. You need 1,000. If you want 3d4, 3,000. If you want say you want the 1d6, you could instead go with 1,000 for that. It's sort of like
Wait. So I have. So 500 is a D4. So 1,000 would be 2D4. So could I just go with a 1D8 instead?
oh yeah, that would be a d8, yeah.
Okay.
So like you can do either like multiple d4s to the or like what the die equivalent of those d4s would be instead. I mean, if you do the math on it, the multiple d4s are apparently better, but the bigger die looks cooler. So I don't know. It's
Well,
up to
what
you.
are the odds of that, like, out of character? Like, is it better to have multiple D4s or just one
You're
D8?
having a higher dice pool compared to just the one. So like,
Your minimum damage is higher, but
yeah. So like, if you have a D8, your minimum is O as a 1. But if you have 2D4, your minimum is O as a 2. So you could never roll lower than a 2. It's just not.
but you're also more likely. No, you're not more likely, but like it's harder to get max damage with multiple dice.
That's true too.
Okay. I'm gonna bargain with this guy.
Gonna bargain, are you?
If I give you 1,200 gold, would you able to do 2D6 for me?
He does some math. 1,200. Oh my god! Why did I?
Yeah, because if I did the math correctly, I think it's only a 1D10.
Oh, okay. If that's a 1d10, if 1,200 is 1d10, you know, look, dude. Like I said, the gold actually powers the enchant, half of it at least. I still need to make a profit because I am spending some of my own components in making the enchantment too. So I have to recoup some of those costs. And usually for these kinds of enchantments, I don't cut deals.
Mm. Why do I have a staff? What the fuck? There's no like trade-ins I can do.
I mean, what are you trading in?
You want a staff?
What kind of staff?
It's just a staff.
I could probably go out and whittle some wood and make that in like, I don't know, 2 days. So no.
Short sword.
He looks around his like shop. It's like, does it look like I sell short swords? What do I need a short sword for? If someone wants one enchanted, they'll bring one in. But if like no one's coming in asking for a short sword with a specific enchantment. Like if I put an enchantment on it without anyone here, it's probably going to be a while until I sell it. Like I don't put enchantments on things until like someone requests it. It's by request.
Okay. This has to be worth money too. He pulls out the trophy of the animal I killed.
That is worth. Like that's probably like a mundane animal. It's not something. It's not like a wyvern stinger or anything like that. It's like a bear paw or an antler from an elk or something. It's not something crazy. Like
So, okay. I just look at Larry because I did cast speak with animals. Hey, do you think like there's anything you have that could help me out?
me. What do you think? Does it look like I have pockets?
Well, you're supposed to be this really popular guy according to Percy.
Oh, is Percy still on about that? Oh, Jesus. No, like, just because I'm popular doesn't mean, like, I have to carry stuff in my beak.
Right. You have to have connections though.
I mean, like, it takes time to get stuff. Like, I know an individual who's known to acquire things from time to time. His name's Red, but, you know, he's not in Gatford.
In his mind, he just goes, "Fuck, I should just trade the bird," but I won't. Oh my God.
Actually, you see, the shopkeeper look at Larry and say, "Oh, you know a guy who can get things from time to time? You mind hooking me up with him? That could help me with my business
You
a
can
lot."
understand him?
It looks like he does.
You can understand my bird.
I mean, he like has a little. He shows you his hand. You see like a little ring on it. It's like it's a ring of speak with animals. You know, occasionally some people bring their pets in. When they go like looking around, sometimes the pet stays at the counter because they tell them to or whatever. And I'm able to get a better bead on the individual, whether they're a straight up person, they're not going to try and swindle me or something. Pets, they're loyal, but sometimes they're not very smart. That bird, though, your bird, very smart.
Thank you. Hear that, Larry? Someone's finally complimenting you.
Larry just kind of like almost half glares at you.
It wasn't an insult.
Then why'd you said finally someone's complimenting me?
Because someone finally appreciates him.
I
I
think
appreciate him, but
you're implying that I'm not appreciable until this point. So you know, he just kind of like almost gives you like a cold bird shoulder.
fine. We'll talk about this later. Sorry, Larry. You know, why don't you go take a break, all right, buddy?
All right, I'll fine. Yeah, kind of like does like a little bird trot to the end of the counter, hops down, and then like trots over to the door, and then like goes up to it. He's like, oh. He looks at the shopkeep. He's like, "Oh, I got that for you, buddy." He casts Mage Hand and opens the door for Larry, and Larry flies away.
Keep the door open, buddy. Mercy!
Oh,
Ow, my ears, dude. That was
Sorry.
like, ow. If that was any louder, I would have lost eardrums. I would have had to make new ones.
Sorry.
But after a few minutes, you hear a flop. And actually, you hear before you start hearing the flops, you hear some screaming in the distance. It's hard to understand, and then as the screaming gets louder, like it's getting closer, you're starting to hear people scream. It's like, "Oh my god, a fucking shark!" And after a little bit, like they're still screaming, and finally Percy makes it to the door, and flop, 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 flop. Hey, you called? I'm here. Although I think some people outside aren't very happy that they saw a shark.
What is the shopkeeper's face?
Oh, you're one of those beastmasters, eh?
Yeah, this is my pet Percy.
I mean,
But
I
my
prefer
friend.
more friend, but pet
Yeah,
works.
my friend Percy. So Percy, I need you to open your mouth real quick.
Okay, hold on. He like dislocates his jaw.
Oh, and I forgot sharks can do that. Are there any gold teeth?
No, it's 100% natural. In fact, you see a few loose ones. That like if you go to like poke it, it actually falls out.
All right, I grab it. I go, you having some tooth pains, buddy?
I'm a shark. We constantly regrow those.
Well, that's right. They do grow teeth, don't they?
Like
We also
rapidly.
have 3 rows of them.
Shit. Okay. I just take one. I put it on the counter. How much is this worth?
A copper. If that at all. I mean, if I was generous, I'd say an electrum, but you know, no one likes those.
Okay.
In fact, actually, I don't even think they accept those here.
I just go back over to Percy and go, here you go.
What did you give him?
The tooth.
Did you put it back in his mouth?
I just handed it to him.
Like you put it on his fin? Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's like I mean, I'm sure I've lost billions of these in the ocean over time. So he just kind of flips it up into the air, and like you hear it go tick 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 as it like bounces outside.
Okay.
I was gonna. Shit.
How about fuck it? I'll just do that. Is there a way I can roll a d5?
For what?
If I do the 1d10, can I do a 2d5?
I'd allow it. As long
Really?
as you mark it down.
Okay.
That's so strange.
Is it?
Might as well just do the D10.
Well, you're saying that the odds are better with the d5, and instead of a 1, it's a 2.
I mean, like, so they say. It's up
Slash
to you.
1d5. Oh, sorry. No, not 1d5. 2d5.
For 1,200 gold.
Because 1,000 was what we said, a d8. So, yes, 1,000 is a d8, then 1,200 is a d10. Okay. Okay.
All right. So you want 2d5? That shit's weird, man. All right. Let me give me a moment. He like takes out a little basket. He like sprinkles some incense over the bow, and then like he kind of spits on both his hands, rubs them together, and then like kind of caresses the bow, and then like he starts muttering arcane words, and then like the bow starts to glow purple, and then it shifts to pink, and then not like a hot fuchsia pink, but like a more like what you would associate with psychic, basically.
Right.
The psychic type in Pokemon. And after a bit, it stops glowing, and then it has an ever so slight, not shimmer to it, but like in the right light, and almost like it's covered in a very, very fine amount of glitter. Like, all right, that's there you go. You got the 2d10, 2d5 bow of psychic damage. Do you want a proper name for it? Like what kind of? Let's just say a bow of headaches.
Holy shit! Bow of headaches.
I don't think that is right.
Yeah, I don't know why it has the +4 on it.
Yeah, the +4 does not go to the 2d5. It's just to the piercing.
No, I don't know where the +4 is coming from. Oh, because my fucking dex modifier. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be applying the dex to that.
It should be spell, right?
No, it should be
No.
nothing.
Should be none.
Better.
Yep,
Perfect.
because it should be doing a max of 10.
Right. Okay. I need a cool name for my bow.
I mean, the bow of headaches sounds pretty great.
Any other ideas?
The bow of migraines, the bow of cluster headaches, the bow of oh fuck, I want to kill myself, the bow of
The bow of hangovers.
the bow of hangovers. Yeah, that's great.
Or you
The
could just call it hangover and nothing else.
oh, that's a good one. Or the hangover inducer. How about that one, eh? Just skip drunk and go straight to hangover. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
What is that reference to?
Some board game that some human came in and was talking about how fucking horrible and amazing it was simultaneously. I don't fucking know. I told him to leave, and then he said, like, go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 gold pieces.
I see.
So I've modified it over the years.
I see. Yeah. All right. Don't really know what else to say. Well, I guess you said migraine inducer?
The hangover inducer.
Hangover inducer. Oh my god. I want killer in the name.
Brain cell killer.
IQ killer.
I like that. I like IQ killer. IQ killer is the name.
I mean, IQ doesn't really have, like, it does mean stuff. It's more like a potential intelligence. It's not actually intelligence. But yeah, sure. IQ killer. That's good.
Perfect. All right. How much do I owe you?
I mean, you paid me for it. You had to, in order for the enchantment to work. Because I needed half of it.
Oh. I was about to offer my services.
Dude, with this enchanting, you cannot get a discount on it. It's not possible to get a discount. I will not allow it because
So you're saying I could have done services, but it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
it wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have lowered the price if you're if that's what you're asking.
But he possibly would have accepted services.
I mean, it depends on what you offer and what you could provide for him.
my body.
The guy is a changeling. He can assume any form. It. You get the feeling that he's not wanting for fulfillment in that area.
I see. Well, this is awkward.
What do you mean this is awkward? You're just standing there silently like you're contemplating something.
I see.
It's only awkward
Well,
because you said it was awkward.
Well, I appreciate all the help, and I'll be sure to come back in again.
All right, the name's oh fuck, what is my name? I'm trying to think of like a gender neutral name because like he could be both male and female.
Peyton.
Peyton.
Yeah, it's a boy and girl name.
All right, Peyton the Changeling. God, this voice hurts so much to do.
Bro, you're telling me, bro. This voice is killing me.
Peyton the Changeling Enchanter. Oh, I could have made them Tim.
Tim's a boy and a girl name?
No, Tim the Enchanter.
Just do voices that don't hurt yourself to do.
Next, probably I'll make like a magic guy in Oxgalith, Tim the Enchanter.
I'm really looking forward to a Furbolg dude. No.
I tried doing a Canadian accent as a furbolg. It just kept changing into something else, man.
I just love how every time I do a French character now, Tom just gets PTSD and
Mordecai.
automatically assumes it's Mordecai. Yeah.
Because it's the exact same voice.
I can't do too many variations with accents. It's like I could do one and that's it. I don't know.
It's Mordecai.
Well, you just start talking like you are French and saying the things like je ne sais quoi and all this and that, no? And you don't remember all the words in English, so you have to say, how do you say a lot? Because you don't understand like English idioms, because that's not for French people. And but you don't get too with it because that's like too much, and you just want to talk about croissant or wine or beautiful women that you enjoy fucking, it's whatever.
I miss Jorver.
Javert was awful and I hated it. No.
He was bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah, I love Jorver.
But then it's like, you start trying to do like English ones, and like English is a pain because like I don't know, you either got to start sounding like you're one of these guys all nasally, right, bruv? Man here, like God in the fucking street, right? I watched this other lady go walking down the street the other day, and it was a Tuesday, isn't it? And she had a whole basket with her. It was full of apples, right? But then like you want to get
It
a
was
little
full of assholes.
It was full of assholes. He said apples, but But then you want to get a little bit more posh with it. It almost sound like Stewie Griffin, and then apparently that's what
Brian.
it sounded like. Yes,
Brian.
Brian. Suck my dick, Brian.
Where's my money? Where's my money, Brian? Where's my $50? No, but it's just like, but apparently when you start talking like this, according to actual British people, I sound like those posh fucks in the RAF during World War II. And then you get a little bit more dignified with it. Maybe, just maybe you sound like Charles Dance. Or like you're from Lancashire or some such.
To Brickashaw.
Ferguson. Torque. Lewis.
Are we still doing D&D?
I don't know.
I mean, Kai, while they're having this conversation with your passive perception, you actually you hear a commotion outside.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna like kind of walk away from whatever they're doing and go peek outside.
It's hard to see with what the windows this guy has, but shit. But with what you can see, it looks like there's a lot of people outside, kind of surrounding the shop.
They're surrounding what? Oh, the shop.
The shop, yeah.
He'll just walk out.
All right. As you hold on, give me 1 second. As you walk out, you see this. Where is it? Oh shit, I lost the page. There it is.
I remember this place. Oh.
Hey, you're still in Gatford. I'm just reusing the map.
No, I know. He walks out and he's just kind of like, oh, saw, and he like throws up the shotgun.
They're all pointing spears at you.
Yeah, him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I start like walking to the side, like just slowly walking.
I thought you were inside, still like talking to this guy, making deals with him.
Oh, I thought we were done. Sorry.
There.
Just yeah, he just like throws up the shotgun. He's like, Saw, what's going on?
They just kind of like stare at you, and like one of them, this one steps forward. Let me just fix that. One of them steps forward. It's like, you, a creature of horror was seen flopping into the store.
Oh, got you. Right. Okay. So, like, I know I've got like the makings of a druid. That was not me. But it's my friend, who's a ranger.
It's his friend. It's his friend. And then they like all take like a step forward.
This is like the Shrek movie.
Yeah. So my friend who's a ranger, Carden. It's his buddy Percy. It's like they're like bonded. Like he
Is your
says
friend
that
inside the building currently?
Yeah, totes.
What's his
Just a
name?
little shopping. Carden.
One of them takes out like a little horn. It's like, Carden, if you could exit the building, we would like to have a discussion with you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like walk over here, okay? Like, I'm not under arrest.
No,
or
back,
anything,
back,
okay?
back.
Oh god, oh god.
No.
They
All right.
they put you there.
I just come out. Can I help you?
We have information that the beast of horror that was seen flopping through town, causing mass panic, is in fact yours. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
He kind of like is like confused at first, but then when he said the word flopping, he's like, "Oh, you mean Percy?"
It has a name. It has a name.
Write that down. Write that down.
I go, "Hey, Percy, come on out for a second."
Flop. Flop. There it is! And, hold on, let me see how jumpy these guys are.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're jumpy.
They're jumpy.
One of the guys in the back actually throws his spear at Percy.
Oh god.
It's a crit! Oh no!
Oh.
I was hoping that'd be low!
Is the end of Percy as we know it. Goodbye, Percy. I was
Percy
gonna say-
takes 7 damage, piercing damage.
Oh no.
Is Percy dead?
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's the
Per-
beast!
Per-
Kill
Percy's
it!
alive. No, absolutely not. If you come anywhere near my friend, I will hurt you.
Sir, we ask you to surrender the shark immediately.
Don't make me angry.
So like, as a druid of the seas, I will say this: Percy has done no harm to anyone, and like
Make a deception check.
pretty chill.
You know
dude.
for sure that's a lie. He's killed people.
He is
Right, but
yeah,
only when he was instructed to, though.
That's not part of what he said.
Son of a bitch.
You say he hasn't harmed anyone, and yet, in your eyes, it looks like you've seen him do things.
Listen.
Okay, so like he hasn't harmed anyone in the city, but there were some pirates when we were on our way here, and he might have had a couple as a snack. But I mean, like,
One of them in the back is like, he has a taste for human flesh, and then like another one's like, he has a taste for human flesh.
but Percy's not like an ordinary shark. As you can see, he is existing on the land. So, like, clearly he has some magical means about him and should be treated as an intelligent creature and should be left alone, yeah.
They look at you, Cardin.
Listen. All I'm gonna say is that he is my friend. And whenever I need him, he's there for me. We went into this shopkeeper's shop, and we had no problem. In fact, I just opened the door. Can you come out here for a second, please?
Call the first
It looks
witness.
pretty crazy out there, man. And in fact, if I remember, I might actually have some outstanding warrants, so I'd rather not.
The
What?
point is that this shopkeeper, who is clearly hiding, has a ring of speak with animals, and he understood Percy this entire time. If you actually understood him, you wouldn't be scared of him.
I mean, I could just
He's a
ask-
shopkeeper with the ring of speak with animals?
Yes.
And one of them like pulls out a little notepad and is like, all right, I'll go, I'll be back. And you see this guard kind of run off and like go around the corner. You see him running into the alley. And then you don't hear from him anymore.
If you let me, I could just cast speak with animals on you. He like towards the guy with the horn, as like.
That's
and
not
then-
how it works.
Unfortunately, speak with animals is self.
Oh, is it really only range of self?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I implore you, please do not make this bigger than it already is. Because all he did was go through the town. He didn't eat anyone, did he?
No, there was no no one had a bite taken out of them, but there were several injuries and nearly one fatality. Were it not for a passing group of adventurers who managed to overturn a cart that had flipped over onto a family of 4.
So you're telling me that Percy here was clearly going through the town, not doing anything,
Sir,
not
he
talking.
caused a mass panic.
Oh, don't blame him for your problems.
What the fuck?
Either you're gonna drop this right now, or we're gonna have a problem. Final warning.
That's a threat. He's threatening officers. And actually, as that happens, you hear like some clanging behind you in the store. It's like, oh shit, they found me! And then and you hear a smash, and I'm just gonna reuse this token. Pretend it's the shopkeeper. You see him like
Okay.
run out into the street, booking it out of sight into the crowd, and then like this guard, he climbs through the window and is like, "Come back! You're under arrest!" As he runs after him, not nearly as fast.
What the fuck?
So
I'd like
clearly you have
to,
bigger problems.
I'd like to go on record and say that I did not resist and I did not threaten. I have offered to help. Please do not spear me.
Sir, if you would step away from the bird and the shark.
Carden, look, buddy, you're my friend here, but you know you gotta comply with the law, bro. Like, sometimes you just gotta do what the man tells you to do, and he's just gonna slowly step over here.
Clearly, this is a problem.
And he's just gonna like wait on this street corner, just kind of like leaning up against the wall.
It's a good thing I just picked up this spell.
Oh no, are you casting a spell?
Are they going
He's
to do
casting a
something?
spell. He's casting a spell.
They're just standing there, pointing, waiting for you to like. Oh god, they're waiting for you to like suggest like a course of action that you will take to like help remedy this, but currently you've just been combative against them.
They've been combative to me. What do you fucking mean?
These are like not volunteer, they're like a rank above volunteer guards. They're like standard city watch, and a shark flopping through town, causing mass panic as it travels through town.
This still isn't Percy's fault.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with.
No, it's more yours because you shouldn't have summoned him. Here.
I don't care.
There are consequences to your actions.
Percy, go inside.
Flop. Flop.
See, he listens.
Just because he listens to you doesn't mean he'll listen to... Sir, it's more about that he caused a panic.
I don't understand why everyone was freaking out if he wasn't going near anyone. He was
It's
just
a
flopping
shark on land.
through the street.
Also, it's a chain reaction at times, too. One person freaks out, another freaks out because they freak out, and then soon you got a stampede on your hands.
This isn't the
Yeah.
first time that we've been here, though.
What, to Gatford? This is the first time we've ever been to Gatford. Yes.
It's not the first time you've been to Gatford, but you haven't summoned Percy in the middle of town. You've had either Ruffian or Larry with you.
So, if I don't give up Percy, what are you going to do?
I mean, we're not really asking you to give him up. Just, like, take him out of the city, at least. Under escort, of course, but...
He's my familiar, though.
Yes, and you could leave him in the harbor where the other fish live.
You realize people will freak out if he's in the harbor, too. I don't win.
You recall that some children thought he was a dolphin playing,
That's right.
and they were loving it.
I want to talk to the mayor.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
I mean, Gatford is more specifically under direct control of the Council of the Republic of Gatford rather than just the mayor. We don't exactly have the authority to get you a meeting with them right now over this.
Well, then I don't think there's a problem.
Oh,
If this isn't big enough to go to your council, then obviously this isn't a problem.
It's not big enough to go to the council of an entire nation, but this is still a big deal.
Well, then I will wait for the response of your council.
I am at a loss for words. What the hell, Tom?
I will defend Percy with my life.
Oh, you're not giving me too many options. I've given you a way out, but Tom.
I want Percy with me. He can breathe on land.
Yes,
I
but
want
people freak out when they see a hammerhead shark flopping through town.
Why didn't the druids freak out?
They weren't druids.
That's when we first started?
Yeah, those were like fey creatures.
Oh.
They could
okay.
understand him. And like they're used to weird shit. You remember there was a panic in Arborea as he was flopping through the streets behind you. The only reason why there wasn't any guard response is because it's Arborea and not the capital of the Republic of Gatford.
Okay, oh, man. There's got to be a way that I'm allowed to keep Percy with me.
If you were to get a cart with a fish tank on it, and you pulled that around, it would still comfort people if he was behind glass.
Open the door. Percy, what do you think?
At this point, Speak with Animals has probably run out. Because you
All right,
cast
I'll
that as
cast
you
it.
entered the shop.
I'll cast it again.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why you're being so hostile to them. I mean, it is true. Like, there was a lot of panic, and I did see a lot of people get hurt on the way here. But honestly, I don't know why you keep summoning me to places where I can't swim.
Because I like hanging out with you.
I mean, I like it too, but like, it's a lot of work getting here, man. And I'll do it any day of the week, but like, just so you know, it's not easy flopping around.
It's not easy being cheesy.
But if you want to keep me around, I'd be fine with being in a tank. Just please don't keep causing a scene.
Are you just saying this to get this over with?
I mean, Percy, you know Percy to be like a more friendly, almost too friendly kind of person.
Right.
So like he does not like upsetting people too much. The panic he was causing, yeah, he kind of make an insight check. Oh, I need to scroll down. Okay, yep, there we go. You get the sense from Percy that, in his memory at least, every time you summoned him to a place that's in a civilized area where people freak out when they see a shark flopping around, and you're not immediately with him, like he's just a lone shark moving through the city, that it does cause him some slight discomfort because he doesn't like harming people or at least harming good people and making people upset. Larry, on the other hand, does not give a fuck.
Right.
But Larry's a bird.
All right. So then
You've seen Larry take shits on people multiple times.
I
Sometimes the same person, different days.
I won't put him in the glass, but I will escort him everywhere. I'll be right next to him.
Did you take another step away?
He goes over to the corner and just sits down.
Okay. The guard captain like kind of turns to like his lieutenant and like starts discussing. Let me just. So long as Percy, the shark, as he is called, does not leave your side while in the premises of any major any settlement, any official settlement of the Republic of Gatford. Just so you know, that would not include Slither Springs, as that's like a sort of its own like separate druid circle town.
Right.
It would be acceptable. However, if were he to be spotted moving by himself through the town, we will have a problem.
Fair enough. But before you leave, I want you to heal him. You hurt him.
They look at each other. It's like, I mean, we have some bandages, but that won't heal him. It'll just stop bleeding.
Good enough. Come on out, Percy.
Flop.
And I go,
Flop.
they're not going to do anything. They're going to help you.
I mean, I could hear the whole conversation. I understand common,
right.
you know.
Right. Sorry, Percy. And they're probably just looking at me like, "What the fuck are you talking?"
I mean, they
to
saw you
about?"
cast that spell.
Oh, okay. So,
One of the guards comes up and starts like wrapping the bandage, and like you see it get like torn because of his rough skin. It's like, oh shit. Redoes it. It keeps getting torn. Let me see, how many times does it take him to do it? Oh, it only gets torn one additional time after that. And after that, he's like, okay, that should be good. Yeah, just follow what the captain said, and we won't have any issues.
all right. Were any of them like shaking when he like went? Man.
This guy was. The captain was not, but like he wasn't pointing his spear at Percy as it came around you. It was more like he's ready to attack if need be. Like he was holding his action, so to say.
Right. Okay. He's holding his action. All right. Well, Percy, looks like it's time to turn in. Let's get you back to the water.
Okay.
What?
I mean, that's a long flop, but sure, yeah.
I'll walk with you.
Okay. And the guards they back off, but they're still kind of like looking at you as you and Kai kind of leave the area.
Flop.
Can I just say, because I'm realizing that the wild shape version of it is not worth it if it only lasts 2 hours compared to the actual spell where it just lasts indefinitely as long as I have the
It's like
components.
a temporary scout, basically.
Yeah, but I don't know if I wanted to like burn. I wanted it more like so I could have my own little
I would
component.
say you could spend components to cast it normally, or expend a wild shape for it to be temporary.
Yeah, can I like before this guy got like arrested for
Yeah,
this?
back when you had that initial conversation with what's his face?
So I marked 50 off of my sheet, so I guess like 50's worth, so I could cast it like 5 times in case like it dies at any given point.
Yeah, yeah. It just takes an hour to cast, so you can't do it right now.
All right, yeah, he'll just be sitting here on the corner. When it looks like everything's been cleared up, he'll just stand up, just go. Well, that was an eventful day.
It's about 12:30,
That was, yeah.
and with Percy by your side, it'll take you almost an hour to get to the harbor.
Almost an hour. Okay.
Very long walk back.
And then I'm going to fucking bed once I get back.
You do recall that you have clothing to pick up at 2.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Kai will go back to the bunkhouse after helping Percy towards the harbor, and then while he's there, and I guess Cardin's out, like going, to get the clothes, he will cast Find Familiar.
All right. Yeah, do that, no problem. What form does your familiar take?
Oh, I've been thinking about this. And I am kind
I'd be
of
willing to have it be like any low CR beast,
CR Beast.
like a 0, or maybe a tiny or small.
I was thinking maybe a crab. They don't need water, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's not like the Percy scenario. Yeah, he's gonna summon a little crab.
Percy doesn't need
Uh,
water either, though.
well, I mean, like in the
To
sense of
thrive.
like to thrive. Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
he's gonna summon a little crab.
All
Little
right. So as you're burning the incense, the guild actually has like free braziers for you to use. So as you're burning the incense, an hour passes, and the smoke kind of it's been pooling below the brazier, and then it seems like the smoke kind of scuttles out from beneath the brazier towards you, and then it starts taking solid form, and it's the crab, and the crab starts doing the crab rave dance.
Yo, I was just gonna say, cause the crab rave crabs are the ghost crabs. I want him to be a ghost
Oh
crab.
yeah, he's a ghost crab doing the crab rave,
Yo, I'm
and it
gonna
like
name
does
him.
like pinch 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 like to like it it's like it's trying to be like it's like trying to wave hello in like a crab kind of way.
I wave and I go, yo, what's up, tiny dude? So I guess you and I are gonna be working together from now on. Fuck it. I will. Should be able to. Do I have it prepared for the day? Oh no, I don't.
You could wild shape into a crab yourself.
I could do that. I don't have the spell prepared for the day. Unfortunate. I was gonna cast Speak with Animals.
I'd allow you to talk to it. Actually, is it celestial, fiend, or fey?
Um, I'd definitely say probably more of a Fey vibe.
All right. Yeah. Without speak with animals, the only way you can speak to it is if wild shape.
I don't know what your name is yet, buddy, but I'll figure it out. Well, actually, yeah, you know what? He'll fuck it. I don't think we're gonna do anything for the rest of the day, so he'll hopefully he'll wild shape into I've done it before, a giant crab, and
It actually kind of like scuttles backwards in fear for a second, and then like it relaxes.
and then I go, ha, saw tiny dude.
Oh, you can become us. I see.
Yeah, bruh.
If
I'm
I
a
recall,
druid.
you were with Birdmen in Fey Forest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bird dude. Yeah, Cardin. He's pretty cool.
I Fey Spirit who inhabit Crab now, and be your friend.
Oh, dope. So like, what do I call you?
I'm Fey Spirit who inhabit Crab now, be your friend. No name yet.
Oh, how about Clackers?
Clackers. Click,
Yeah,
click,
'cause you
click,
got
click,
the
click,
little
click,
click, click,
click.
click, click, click. Yeah.
Um,
Nice. Little Clackers.
should be fine.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm Kai. So yeah.
Hi, Kai.
I've been sober for...
We're gonna go on like lots of adventures together and stuff, and I'm gonna try very hard to keep you super safe, and and we'll have like meals together and stuff, and we'll be best friends.
Looking forward to it, Kai.
All right, cool. I won't always be able to understand you, but I've been slowly kind of trying to learn crab.
Oh my
I already
god,
know
can
dolphin.
you set... Can Roll20 have gifts as tokens?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I had a live action one as a token.
Oh. I wonder if there would be a way to turn the picture of Kai surfboarding into a GIF. Or like a pseudo GIF where it looked like the water was just rushing past him, but he was like the only
Oh, why is that a web P? It
Oh,
makes me sad.
MP. Well, you could take it and then bring it over to a website and convert it for free. Just convert WebP to GIF or whatever. Oh my god. I am not gonna lie. I am very tired.
Alright,
Just something to do.
that should work. Let me see if I can... If it even allows me.
Orange keep. The keep of oranges.
But yeah, we can end that there if you guys want. Didn't do anything that I had planned.
Yeah, no way we had.
I had to impromptu come up with a potential guard encounter. Because someone summoned a fucking hammerhead shark in one of the more populated cities on the continent.
And like,
All I know is that we're gonna get to a hostile place and you're gonna do it again, and it's not gonna play out fun at all.
Yeah, if you go to Catilla, first of all, good luck. Second of all, were you to even be in a town there, Percy is definitely being attacked on sight if he's by himself, because they're basically barbarian tribes.
Fucking
But yeah, your actions have consequences.
I mean, like, I guess.
What do you mean? You guess they do?
I mean, like,
What?
Do you guys?
yo, You put it as a token.
Yo, I see it. Shut the fuck up, Matt.
Matt's dead.
All right, let me. Okay, I'll make this visible to Kai and edit it and control my Kai. All right, there you go. You should have access to him.
Yo. Where'd he go? Grab. Why is one not in sync with the others?
They're just slowly desyncing. Oh my god.
The more of them I add, the worse it gets.
Oh my god, they're all desynced.
Who's taking over? Come, clackers. We will destroy the world.
Destroy the child.
Corrupt.
I like how some of them are lagging and some of them are not. Oh, I think Roll20 is not liking this. Oh god.
No, probably not at all. You should just mass delete them all.
Oh yeah, they're all really starting to lag.
Oh no.
Well, that's the end of this episode with the introduction of clackers. Maybe next time they go to Slither Springs like I hope they would have.
Well, I have a date to go on.
I know, I was hoping that would get done this session, but it didn't. Oh well.
Well, to be fair, if you didn't call the police,
You summoned a shark in the middle of a populated city. Like the most, it's like it's either the most populated or second or third most populated in Eldrum.
I swear to God, I thought like when you were doing that scene, it was like out of the first Shrek movie. When they all got like their pitchforks and everything and went to his house and he was like behind them.
No, not quite like that.
You gotta delete them all.
Yeah, they're really starting like, that's the end of this episode.